Hey, it's Kyle from HubSpot Academy. Here's a question for you. Why was your company founded? Do you know the story? Maybe it was like Khan Academy, the web-based company that offers free online tutoring on a variety of school subjects. It didn't originally start out as a business. Saul Khan just wanted to help his cousins with their math homework, so he started making YouTube videos for them. It turns out, Saul's cousins weren't the only ones who needed help with math. And when he realized how many people his videos were helping, he figured out a way to start a company that could make free education for anyone who needed it. Khan Academy courses have now been translated into dozens of languages and reach 100 million people every year, all because Saul Khan wanted to help his cousins with their math homework. That's a pretty common way for a company to start. The founder sees that they can solve a particular problem for a particular group of people and creates a company to do just that. Another common founding story is where the founder is their own target customer. This was the case for Pleasant Rowland when she invented the American Girl doll. She wanted to buy a doll for her niece and was disappointed that her primary options were hypersexualized Barbie dolls and shapeless Cabbage Patch dolls. So Pleasant thought back to her childhood and tried to remember all the things that made her excited to play with a doll. And then she founded a company that didn't just manufacture dolls, but provided fantastic experiences both for the grown-up who buys the doll and the child who plays with it. Each doll gets an identity and a backstory, complete with a book parents and children can enjoy together. Over the years, American Girl expanded from dolls and books sold through printed catalogs to an enormous ecosystem of dedicated retail stores, restaurants, and beauty parlors. The success of Khan Academy and American Girl is directly attributable to the fact that both companies have remained true to the missions they were founded to achieve. But many companies lose sight of their missions once they reach a certain level of success. A classic example of this is the railroad industry in the United States. In their heyday, the railroads were so profitable that their leaders became some of the wealthiest people in the history of the world. But in the 1950s and 60s, the industry found itself in serious trouble as the new freeway system enabled cars and trucks to transport people and products, while at the same time, the telephone made some trips unnecessary altogether. In 1960, the Harvard Business Review proclaimed that the railroad industry was failing because those behind it assumed they were in the railroad business rather than the transportation business. They were railroad-oriented instead of transportation-oriented, product-oriented instead of customer-oriented. In other words, these titans of industry didn't understand the purpose of their industry, and they paid the price for it. So why was your company founded? What mission was it created to fulfill? It's an important thing to know, especially if you want to implement an inbound strategy. Inbound is all about making your company easy to find for the people who need your help. But before you can do that, you need to understand the job your company was founded to do.